Yo, what's happening, everybody? What's happening? What's happening? Let me make sure the music not too loud. Y'all know I be struggling with the music being too loud constantly. Yo, welcome everybody. First halftime live stream of the year. We back, baby. What's happening, C Smooth? Miss CB in the building. What's happening, Miss CB? C Smooth. We got a season elite QB. Oh, isn't it great? Cam out there throwing the ball like Spider-Man on a rope. I love that. Also because I love Spidey. I absolutely love that. Yeah, man. 24-10 going into the half. How we feeling, everybody? Hey, they was real quiet before that Montreal run. They was quiet. Country Kane in the building. What's happening, bro? IMAX. It is great to be a Miami Hurricane, ain't it? How we feeling? IMAX, how we feeling about the first half? Country Kane, how we feeling? C Smooth, how we feeling? How we feeling about this first half so far? 24-10. Obviously, if you haven't been here before, welcome to the Chalupa and Friends halftime stream. I do these for all the games, home or away. And I try to have at least two guests on every week. This week we'll be joined by two guests. They'll be joining us shortly. They're obviously watching the game, so they're hype at the crib right now. Man, they started to come back too. I stopped paying attention when they got close to our game. What was the final score of that VT game? I'm feeling great. A couple mistakes towards the end there. We lost outside containment on some of these runs, and we needed some safety help on that big run. But overall, I'm feeling positive, feeling very positive. Clemson is not good. I don't believe in Club Nick, if I'm gonna be real with you. Feeling amazing, C Smooth. Dark Wolf say he's feeling great. Welcome to the stream. Yeah. Mertz 0 for 5. Yeah, and probably should have had one, maybe two picks so far. I mean, I know that's like one of his things. He doesn't really turn the ball over. Like, he is very good with football and, protecting the football. But we could have had definitely the Jaden Harris pick for sure. But getting off the field on third downs has just been awesome. So far, total yards, 282 for us, 145 for Florida, 173 passing yards, 109 rushing yards. We're averaging 7.4 yards per play. They're averaging 6.06 yards a play. Only 49 passing yards, 96 rushing yards, but obviously 71 of those came on one play. They're 0 for 5 on third down. We're 1 for 3 on third down. What I like, though, 16 first downs. They've only got 7. Let me bring on my first guest here. By the way, the music too loud? Is the music good? Y'all know I never really know. I'll be having to ask y'all. Let me know in the chat if the music is good. First guest coming on the Chalupa and Friends halftime show. He is no stranger to the Chalupa and Friends halftime live stream. My guy representing the Miami Mayhem show. What a brand new room behind him. Did the man cave all new? Came in brand new with the strobe lights.
Gotta hit him with it. And there's a little smoke. The smoke kind of came already. Pause. But it has been going on all let's just be real. It's been happening all first half, which I'm very happy about. So that's what you gotta do, man.
First thoughts on the first half. Hey, yo, how we feeling?
A little shaky, right? At the very start, I thought the first quarter was. Is that mine? Uh-oh. I think I actually set my fire alarm off.
Fantastic. It works. The smoke machine works, bro. That is what we know at this point. All right, while AO makes sure his house does not burn down live on YouTube, our second guest is queuing up backstage. I'm going to wait till he's ready, and I'm going to bring him up. Dark Wolf says, way better than Georgia looked in their first half. I agree. I like that we did come out strong. Got to bring my second guest on the show, another friendo who's not a stranger to the halftime live streams. My guy from 305 Sports Now, Will. What's happening, bro? How we feeling, Will? Can you hear me? Well, there we go.
What's up, man? I feel Yeah, I can hear you, man. Yeah, it just broke up a little bit for a second there, but I feel fantastic, bro. freaking-tastic, man. I'm freaking excited. I freaking loved the beatdown we're giving them in the first half. It was great, man. It was great. Was that Montrell Johnson 71-yard run, man? This game is not even as close as it is right now. It would have been a tail whooping all the way through, bro.
That run still upset me. But so we gonna go to your first half thoughts first. Got to go back to AO. He had a small emergency, but let's go back to you, AO. What are your thoughts on the first half?
So I think the first quarter was like a little shaky, right? Like you kind of see that they were, one bad angle is 24-3, two kind of questionable calls. I don't think Florida scores. I mean, I think we've been playing more up to their tempo. I think now we're getting in our groove, and I'm excited to see like Miami actually moving the ball forward on a consistent level in our run game, in our passing game, and now Florida doesn't really know what they're doing. And I think that was what I was waiting for, was that part where we're unpredictable on all levels. And I think that's going to help this second half push forward. We're great at adjustments, weird to say, and they're not so much. Like I feel like we're getting there. And can we talk about Cam's release? Like, pause.
Bro,
quick.
The way he changes arm angles, the way he can get the ball out, that corner blitz, he saw it, knew it was coming, got the ball out and in a split second dropped his arm down like a shortstop, completing a double play. Will, your thoughts on the first half, bro? How we feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I feel great. I really do. I'm ecstatic. The team's playing very disciplined, which I think is awesome, especially since you do have some new pieces on both sides of the ball. So both sides of the ball, the new pieces have gelled very well. I'm very sad to see Ruben Bain out of the game. I hope that it's nothing serious, that he can make a comeback, or it's something that he could just shake off and be good for the season. I'm hoping for that as well. But Cam is just a beast, man. What a difference a quarterback can make. And let me tell you, I think on that first drive, Cam was like, hey, this is a good line. I feel comfortable, and just started slinging it, because I remember that first drive. I felt like he was taunting the Gators, because he was like wiggling his feet a little bit and just let it rip. It was fantastic. Good to see the tight ends involved. Arroyo has looked good. We saw a screen with Elijah Lofton as well. And I mean, everybody's involved. This offense is gelling right now. I do expect the running game to pick up a bit more, because you're going to have a very tired and fatigued Florida Gators defense. So expect a lot of David Martinez and Mark Fletcher, after getting hurt in the bowl game, getting in the end zone, another dose of reality. And we just saw Jordan Lau before. I'm going to make my last point. Yeah. They said, Jordan Lau is lightning. No, he's not. He's also very powerful as well, and very difficult to tackle. So you have a three-headed monster right now at the U that's basically pummeling this SEC team.
100%. And I think we started off the game not as efficient on the ground. I mean, like, they were grinding out tough yards. They were, 3-4 yard runs, but they were tough 3 and 4 yard runs. To Ellen's point here, I have to address this, because have we ever seen a calmer quarterback for the U? Have we ever seen? I think at one point Cam probably he was back there. He had to throw the ball away on this play, but he was back there for a solid 6 seconds. And I swear to God, I saw him look over the mirror ball and was just like, what is this? He's never had this before in his life. What are your first? Ayo, we'll go to you first. What are your first impressions of the new weapons?
Never.
Martinez, Cam, Sam Brown, some of the transfers. What are your first impressions on some of them so far in this game?
Yeah, I think Cam was ridiculously funny in the first quarter. It was pretty much like, I'm walking out of bounds. You're not gonna touch me.
So calm.
And then it was, I'm slinging it sidearm. Oh, you picked me off. Okay, now I'm a little pissed off. And then he comes back, and after he threw the pick, I was like, I hope you actually lock the fuck in at this point, because
me too.
It's not a regular game. And then I feel like you looked over at him, and he kind of finally heard the crowd against him, and it was like, okay, time to push it all back to the side. I'm in. And for how I saw Martinez, I think he's going to take a little bit longer to be honest. Like, I think that Fletcher is used to this kind of ground and pound, and Fletcher is going to be that one. But I think now that you saw that the running game is starting to kind of pick up, that Martinez is like, okay, like this is how you run against the SEC. This is how I need to go. This is like the patience and then run. I can't match Cam on walking out and walking around. I need to do this and match this kind of tempo. I feel like now that they're kind of feeling each other out and our offense is kind of starting to gel with one another, it's becoming dangerous. More and more, that pass to Restrepo that was a miss was off his chest. He didn't expect that speed. And then when you looked at Young, it hit him in the chest too. And they're like, oh shit, like you're slinging the shit out of this. Like, I think everybody on our offense is like, okay, wait, there's a speed in practice and there's a speed in game time.
Yes.
And you're going to hit me like, it's not going to be like the old style where I have to run around, watch you trip over your feet, get sacked by your own line. You're going to get me the ball. I need to be fucking ready at all times. So I'm going to be ready at all times. I think that's what you're going to start seeing with the gel with the offense is they're trusting Cam more and more. And I think he's going to be like, okay, I have to lock in because now there's been a turnover on me that I can't blame on anything else. I had, like Chalupa said, I had 18 seconds.
Literally, he's back there chilling. Look, we haven't gotten an update on Bane yet. The second we all see something or someone sees something, please make sure you put it in the chat. By the way, if this is your first time here on one of the live streams, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We will be here all season. And also, my two guests, that's my turnover chain in the back. My two guests, their links to both of their channels are in the description as well. So go follow Ayo, go follow Will, their YouTube and their Twitter links. Go follow them right now. Will, what did you think about the new and improved Kane? Some of those new additions this year. How do you feel like they've been gelling with the team in this first half?
Yeah, I'm impressed, man. I'm totally impressed. I'm totally impressed with the quarterback position as well. I like Damian Martinez. He's very difficult to tackle. Like I told Dono about a few months ago, can't hit him high. You hit him high, he's gonna run you over, which is what we saw. I think it was on a second carry in the game. He just mauled that defensive player from the Gators as well. So I like what we have with Cam. Again, I like what we have with Lofton. Even the guys on defense, like you had Tyler Barron, who got choked out, and I'm glad they called that a hold. Who almost got to Graham Mertz. Elijah Alston almost had a pick. He could have had a pick six. He would have caught that ball and gone as well. So the additions have gelled very well. I didn't buy the whole thing about they're new guys, there's so many new players. These guys have experience in the system with Lance Guidry and Shannon Dawson. So for them it's like putting on new shoes, but it's still the same foot. So that's pretty much what I like about the new additions and what I've seen so far. And Cam Ward is a leader, all right, an absolute leader. When he threw that pick, the first thing he says, give me the iPad, where did I go wrong? And he adjusted himself. He worked more through his progressions of the game. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Took advantage that the offensive line was holding up. By the way, props to the left guard position. We know that was a battle this off season,
yes,
and so on, and made the right throws. And that's pretty much why this game is the way it is. That's why the game is the way it is, because of the fact that we have veteran guys that came in the portal and we have young guys that know what they need to do, and it's a very mature team. Let's be perfectly frank about it.
Can we talk about a couple young men that were asked to step up in this game in a way we didn't really think they would? Romanis Frederic, true freshman who was not an early enrollee. That boy just got here. And he's asked to be trotted out there in the swamp on his first ever collegiate game as a starter. And this secondary, which we have all been very worried about coming into this game, has played extremely well. I have to ask you guys, what are your thoughts on the secondary so far? And are you feeling a little bit calm? Because that was our whole thing, right? And then we saw OJ, which we all believe in, but it's still starting a true freshman on the road. And it's like, okay, what is this going to look like? Because if it's me, I'm saying test the freshman. These guys, they've looked like they've held up so far. What do we think? What do we think of the secondary so far? The new look secondary, no James, no Cam, no Takori Couch. It's a lot different. No Jaden Davis. What do we think about the new look secondary so far?
Thank you. All right. I'm impressed. Except for that bad angle that they took on Montreal Johnson in that 71-yard run. It's been very they've been very good. All right. They almost had a couple interceptions in that game. Damari has been playing very well. Daryl Porter, of course, is Daryl Porter, except for that one pass interference. He's been playing very well as well. Markeith has looked good. Markeith had a very good pass breakup in the game that saved a touchdown that ended up becoming a field goal instead of 7. So again, this in the spring game, I will say I did say they held their own. Even with all the talk about that they were the weak link of the team. The front four has done its job. Just Graham Mertz gets the ball out quickly, but the secondary has stepped up what is needed to step up. They've been good in their coverages. They haven't messed up, in their coverages. They've been tackling very well as well. So I just think that I'm very excited about the season moving forward because this is probably one of the toughest teams that they have this year. So it's and moving forward.
And right away. Ellen said the announcer said our secondary is inexperienced, and I swear for God, I was gonna jump through my TV. Yo, mama inexperienced. Bro, that's the black mom. You can't even say something too true. Why you telling me something I already know about myself? Well, I already know that. Why you saying it out loud on TV? Hey, yo, how we feeling about the secondary so far?
First, did you put that comment in your own mom's voice when you read that? So I did. I was like, that's fucked up because I remember my mom doing that shit. I was like, I'm messed up now. Anyway, but no, I honestly thought going into this year that our secondary and our front seven, because of everything we've heard, was this is how it's going to be. We're going to get pressure separation based off of this. This game is completely opposite. I trust my secondary way more at this point than I've seen from the front seven. Not because they're not getting the push. It's just that secondary is locking down everything. And exactly, that stack was so much needed because they needed to have a hit on Mertz to let him know this shit, you are not Cam. Stop trying to believe that you have this swagger like us. You don't. And we're going to hit you, and we're coming. And you're lucky Bane is really not here right now to help. So I was very glad to see that. And yeah, like you guys said, we're this close away from pretty much a goose egg. Mm-hmm. That part of it is to learn and to adapt in this kind of environment. If we don't move up 9 spots after we win, because we will, it's a fucking atrocious because we've gone through it all. And I'm watching this team mold itself, develop and adapt and talk and communicate and trust each other. And that's the difference of this year versus last year and 10 years and 15 years is that I've never seen Canes trust each other. I love it. I love what I see.
To that trust, we saw Horton drop a ball right over the middle. What does Cam do on the very same drive? I'm going right back to you. I need you to understand that. I'm going right back to you. We're going to need you this year. We're not doing that hanging our heads. Nah. Make a play then. If you're that upset, make a play then. I like that when you have an alpha at quarterback, it's, I threw a pick. Let me see where I messed up. I need the tablet now. Mm-hmm. I don't care what we're running yet. I need to know how to fix that first. The reason I had this comment highlighted is because we had to hear from these fans about how difficult this stadium is, and it is. Let's not take anything away from the Swamp. The Swamp is the Swamp. It's its own entity.
It is.
Somebody forgot to tell Cam Ward he was supposed to be afraid, though. Because he showed up like this was 7-on-7 at the YMCA. I said he too calm. But nobody told him this is an away game. So, y'all, you know how we like to end these. We like to end these with a tradition that we do. I like to assign my coordinators to my guests. So, Ayo, I'm going to give you Lance Guidry. Will, I'm going to give you Shannon Dawson. We're coming out the half 24-10. There's been some mistakes on both sides. What adjustments are you making coming out of halftime to make sure we put this thing away?
Will, go ahead.
All right. Yeah.
Let's
Well,
start
first
with
things
you.
first.
Let's go,
Yeah.
Dolphins.
Just adjustments. Not so much. The offense has been moving very well. What I would do, I would just pound the ball more to just tire out that team a bit more. And that's pretty much it. Go vertical a bit as well. Also keep them off the line as well. So that's pretty much what I would do. Just keep going vertical. Just stay balanced. Go 50-50, man. They can't stop your running game eventually. I predict that eventually one of those backs, probably Martinez, is gonna break a big one because they just can't. They're just not gonna be able to stop them. Our line is more physical than their D line. I don't care what the announcers say. Our offensive line is much more physical than their defensive line. Our running backs are much bigger and stronger. They're even quicker as well. So just pound the ball a bit more. Try some outside runs. I would say maybe bring in your Chris Johnsons and maybe try a little bit more with Jordan Loud. Try some outside runs as well. But occasionally, every so often, man, just beat them deep or beat them with the tight ends. You can use the tight ends a bit more on crossers. And so, because they can't run with Elijah Arroyo and they can't run with Riley Williams either. You just haven't seen much of Riley, but they can't run with them either. They're not as athletic.
Yeah, I say test them up the seams. All right, what we got? Second half's about to start. What we got, Gidry?
Don't forget what got you right to this moment. Don't get comfortable. Don't ever think that they can't come back on you because the fact of it is that it's still an SEC team.
Mm-hmm.
It's still a very dynamic team. You give them less and less every drive. Okay? But my philosophy is that I'm going to keep adjusting to what they're doing, and I'm going to now give you less and less and less because realistically they're going to keep throwing shit at the fan, right? To make a comeback. So I have to be ready for all of the wrinkles that they might throw. Trick plays, and I'm going to throw a flea flicker in this bitch. Like, I have to be ready.
Yes.
I need you to be mentally ready that you're going to see Cam do offensive shit his way. But our defense is that we need to lock it the fuck down. Keep buckling them down. Do not let them throw. Do not let them run. Do not let this crowd back in the game, because if the crowd is back in the game, it's because of us. So lock it all down. Everything, anything. I want to see 75 yards and less from the running backs. I want to see 50 to 60 passing yards and less for the second half. I challenge my defense at this point.
Let's go.
That's how I get down.
I like that, the way you started that with, don't get comfortable. Just continue doing what you were doing. I love that. Look, that's some expert advice from our two coordinators. Once again, thank you so much for Ayo and Will. Everyone in the chat, smash the like button and go follow both guests. Their links are in the description. Let's go get this dub, y'all. Thank you guys so much. We'll be back next week. Let's enjoy the game. I'll be going crazy on Twitter like always. Love all you guys. DUF, baby.
Do it. Thanks, brother.
Thank you, bro.